Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for October 7th, 2020. I'm just going to ask that you guys go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment and share if you feel called to do so, and all the information you need about the decks I'm using or getting a private reading are in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that you guys need to hear for October 7th, 2020. All right, we get perspective, Hanged Man in reverse, King of Crystals, King of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Page of Crystals. Okay, you guys. So overall energy here is the Magician in reverse. This is Mercury energy. So this could be Virgo or Gemini. You might have that in your chart. You could be connected to a Virgo or a Gemini. But the storyline, the message here is quite clear. Some of you guys, there's an investment that you made, an investment in time and money and energy and a person, in love, whatever it might be. Something didn't go the way you expected it to, and it actually resulted in a loss. Okay? Some of you may have lost money. Some of you may have lost a friend. Some of you may have lost a job. Whatever it is, there's some sort of material loss or perceived loss. But what they're telling me here with the Hanged Man in reverse, this all happened for a reason, that you needed to open your eyes. This is something about, they're telling me it's divine guidance. You were moving in a direction that wasn't for your highest good. And with the King of Pentacles energy, it was something that you really wanted. It's something that you were really working towards. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying that this change happened, and it may have happened abruptly, but you might not understand why things happened the way they did, but it all happened to get you to move in a brand new direction. Also, I'm getting that it was kind of like that it's getting you, it's also allowing you to see how resilient you are. Because many of you guys weren't understanding how powerful you were. Many of you guys had stopped believing in your magic. Many of you guys were making things that were much more difficult for you. 7 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Okay, and the 8 of Swords. For some of you guys, this has to do with coming together of people, ideas, or a situation in your life, but mainly in the 3D. So it could be a work situation. It could be a creative project as well. It could be something having to do with health and wellness. Okay, but there was something that, with the 8 of Swords, that was really creating an underlying sense of dis-ease or imbalance in your life. And I feel like your perseverance, your desire to move forward, that you were doing this, but you were making things much harder on yourself. And Spirit came in. Okay, we see this struggle. We see there was a lot of heart in it, a lot of passion, a lot of desire to get this done, to make this happen. Again, it could be something at work, it could be a relationship. But Spirit is coming in, or came in, to show you, to sort of turn things upside down, to show you that you're not only resilient, but there's a different way. There's an easier way. There's a better way. And you're ready for it. There's a more successful way. And it's not the way that you thought it was. It's not maybe the person you thought it was. That your path to success is going to look a little bit different, or maybe even a lot different for some of you than what you were envisioning. That you may have been too married to a particular person or idea. And when I say married to a person, I don't mean an actual marriage, but you may have been very focused on a specific person and you weren't seeing that there were these other options or a particular job or what success looked like for you or means for you. And this has all happened for you, these sort of difficult, some of it might be, for some of you, it may be a radical change. But to show you the true, the true strength of your power and where it lies. And it's in your belief, but how magical you truly are. Because some of you, I'm picking up on, this was like your crutch, or maybe were even resting on your laurels, or felt like whatever you were clinging on to the most is exactly what needed to be taken away from you, or needed to be released so that you could start something new. And you could see how powerful and how magical you truly are. Wow, 5 of Earth, absolutely. That came flying out. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is the 5 of Pentacles, you guys. The 5 of Pentacles is about, maybe a financial loss. It could be a loss in your reputation. It's something that made you feel very isolated, very alone. It highlighted a necessity or a lack. Again, something you were holding on to. Spirit saying is exactly what needed to be released in order to show you how truly powerful you are. And it didn't feel good. King of Water, King of Cups. But it was as much of a financial or physical lesson as it is an emotional lesson. The King of Cups is a visionary. He's creative. The King of Cups, he's going to maintain his calm and his cool, and he's going to be, Mr. or Mrs. Collected, no matter what's going on with him, because he's in control of his emotional body. His emotional balance, his happiness, his freedom, his creative expression, his intuition is not affected by anything in his surroundings. All right, and we get the 3 of Pentacles coming together. Everything is coming together exactly the way it's supposed to. So for some of you who lost a significant amount of money, you may have lost a job. It could be a partner, it could be, a separation or a divorce. But it's something that you were holding on to. There's a reason why you went through this, or that you've been through this, or you are going through this difficult time. And you're going to see with the 3 of Pentacles that you, no matter what, are going to persevere. But you are also the architect and the artist of your life, no matter what is thrown at you, no matter what challenges happen to you, right? And as many of you know, they don't happen to you, they happen for you. And that's the overarching message in this reading, that whatever this difficulty is that you're experiencing or you experienced, okay, this change in fortune, it's been difficult for you. You've been pushing against this change, but it's something that you're holding on to that needs to be released, or needed to be released, so that you could start something new and something that's better or more adequate. Expansion, lovely. Look at that. This is for your expansion. 44 is the master number. It's about perseverance. It's about growing. It's about building in the material world. So you were holding on to something, an outdated belief, a job, an idea, a person, a relationship, whatever, but it was really, truly holding you back. And it may take time for you to see that. It may take hindsight to see that, but Spirit and your guides are pushing you in a new direction. And it's for your highest good. It's for your expansion. And look at that, you get color. Beautiful. The energy of color is just a reminder that everything is energy. I love how you get another 40 out. Some of you guys might be looking at the clock at 4:44. Some of you guys might be, seeing the number 44 on license plates or on invoices, or when you look at YouTube and that sort of thing. But what's beautiful is this card says that your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Absolutely. Some of you guys, I feel like we're in a little bit of a rut. And what they're showing me here is with the Wheel of Fortune, they're also showing me the Chariot card in reverse. Something was stagnant, whether it was your cash flow, whether it was your, abundance, health, whether it was love, something wasn't moving in the direction that it needed to move. And that's why this big sort of change came in. Okay, color breaks up old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. So ultimately, some of you might feel like, why did this have to happen this way? Okay, and Spirit's saying it's this. You had to be you had to be shook up. It's like shaking you by the shoulders. And some of you hitting rock bottom and being cracked open so that you could get this brand new perspective that we're seeing here with the Hanged Man energy. And it may not have felt great, okay? And for some of you, you're like, all of us deal with change differently. But again, what you're clinging on to the most, what you're holding on to the most is what needs to be let go of. Again, a person, a job, an outdated belief, your vision of success, because this new way, these new experiences want to come into your life. And for some of you, you're blocking them. Okay, and we get Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Beautiful. Now, some of you guys may be working with Anna, either or Mother Mary, or even Jesus, which is a beautiful energy. But this is really all about Christ consciousness. Anna is a very, very powerful card to come out for us in this reading. Anna, who is known, or who is the grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She's not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. She represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all life. And what you guys are being asked to see is this thread that's being woven through your life. All right, and being able to see that all of these changes, the good and the bad, are really helping build and lay the foundations for who you really are and who you want to be. She teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan, and it doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children, another's may be to gather women in a circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we're incarnated to share. And Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. And look at that. We have surrender coming out twice with this perspective card. So again, some of us, maybe we're moving in a direction that wasn't quite answering our soul's calling, or where we weren't able, or we weren't seeding our light. And we may not have quite seen that because we may have been influenced by, expectations or a vision that we had of our success. But really, this change came in to show you that something here needed to change. Something was sort of getting into a rut. Something was becoming mundane. And when they talk about the dutiful soldier, sometimes we sort of get into this mode. It's very Knight of Pentacles energy. We get into this mode we get into a routine. And routines are beautiful things, and they bring stability and balance to many of us. But if it's something that's starting to dim our light, this is that change. This is what we're being asked to see as it's woven through our lives, that we can't stay stagnant. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.